Hello everyone, I go by the name MB Dolly and I welcome you to Okeogun Multimedia Television. I have this disclaimer from Egbe Ajosepo fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa, but before I go ahead with the disclaimer, I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate our fans, our people, our viewers who have been subscribing to our YouTube channel, our people who have been giving us feedbacks that we are doing amazingly well. This feedback means a whole lot to us and we indeed appreciate you. Then again, before I go ahead with the disclaimer, I have this message for the politicians from Okeogun and to other marginalized zones. What is the essence of the politics that you play, whereas development is far away from your zone? What is the essence of the politics that you're playing that you have that hatred so much to your people from other parties? A PDP member, you hate your brother from APC. You claim you are an APC person and you hate your brother from PDP. What is the essence of being political actors and your roads are bad? Check the network, compare the network with what we have in the city. Check your classrooms, compare them with what are obtainable in the city. Then you realize that the more united you are, the better for the region. There is this saying that you can't have a different result if you keep doing the same thing all over again. You have been claiming that you love your political parties, but it's affecting our region. And that is the reason Egbe Ajosepo fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa is agitating that power should shift and come to Okeogun. Then it can go to other zone. Enough of these political games that you're playing. What matters to us is the development of our zone. Now let me go ahead with the disclaimer from Egbe Ajosepo fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa. Disclaimer goes thus: on the actions of certain Okeogun politicians and individuals betraying the collective interests of Okeogun for personal gains. The leadership of Egbe Ajosepo fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa and people of conscience within Okeogun hereby issue this public disclaimer in strong terms against the persistent and shameful conduct of certain political actors and individuals from Okeogun who have continued to mortgage the future of our land by rallying around and giving open or comfort support to aspirants and candidates from outside Okeogun, all for instant gratification, selfish interest and political crumbs. We find it deeply regrettable and condemnable that at a time when the entire Okeogun region, known for its loyalty, intellect and vast population, is legitimately agitating for equity, justice and political fairness through the call for governorship power rotation to Okeogun in Oyo State. Some of our own sons and daughters are undermining this noble cause by aligning with forces of domination and continued marginalization. This betrayal is not only short-sighted and dishonorable, but it is also a stab in the back of generations yet unborn whose rightful political inheritance is being traded for personal favors, political appointments, monetary inducement, and contracts that do not serve the general interest of our land. While we know every individual has the constitutional right to choose whoever he or she wants to follow as political aspirants and candidates, we'll still like to boldly declare and categorically state the following. These individuals do not represent Okeogun. Their actions are personal, self-serving, and do not reflect the collective will, desire and agenda of the good people of Okeogun, both at home and in the diaspora. The actions of these politicians and people from Okeogun will disqualify competent and credible sons and daughters of Okeogun region who can lead Oyo State. Any attempt to impose or promote aspirants from outside our region under any guise or political deception is a direct affront to our people's aspiration and historical struggle for inclusion. We feel such political romance with outsiders, especially during a critical time when we are mobilizing for our first ever shot at the governorship of Oyo State, as an act of sabotage, gross irresponsibility and political harlotry. We call on all sons and daughters of Okeogun to remain vigilant, courageous, united and principled, knowing that the battle for justice, fairness and power rotation cannot be won with a divided or compromised front. Henceforth, we shall name, shame and politically isolate any individual or group found working against the collective interest of Okeogun. We shall hold them accountable for deliberately sabotaging the hope and future of our region. To politicians, aspirants and godfathers from outside Okeogun, we say, respect our region, respect our right to produce the next governor. To any aspirant who is not from our region coming to our region to deceive our people, we ask that they should stop, as using our people as pawns and tools for political manipulation is unacceptable to us. This is not the time for betrayal. It is not the time for cowardice. It is the time for courage. It is the time to stand tall and say Okeogun deserves the governorship of Oyo State. We will not settle for less. We urge the public, especially the media, political parties, civil society and any other critical stakeholders in Oyo State to take due note of this disclaimer and understand that support for any non-Okeogun aspirant from Okeogun individuals is a deviation from the regional consensus, and a personal transaction should not be mistaken for general endorsement. We remain resolute in our mission that Okeogun shall rise, and no betrayal, no amount of blackmail or inducement can stop a people whose time has come. The time for Okeogun has actually come. So it is our time and our turn. Gómìnà Ọ̀yọ́, àwa ló kàn. Thank you. This disclaimer is written by Pastor Faithful Adewoyin, the General Secretary of Egbe Ajosepo fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa. And I'm using this opportunity to also recognize Engineer Dauda Olaifa Alade, who is the chairman Egbe Ajosepo fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa. Till I see you next time, my name is MD Dolly and I say bye for now. For too long, Okeogun has played a supporting role in Oyo State politics, always the deputy, never the main act, even for the fact that Okeogun has 10 local government areas, feeds the state as a food basket and makes nearly 40% of the population. We've never produced a governor. Let's be honest, Ibadan has been consistently dominating the governorship seats again and again, but now the winds are shifting. The slogan Okeogun Lokan is not just a chant, it is a movement. Our leaders, traditional rulers and stakeholders are meeting, strategizing and building the bridges. This time we will not let internal divisions stand in our way. No more putting towns or parties above this bigger dream. Unity is our only ticket to breaking this cycle of marginalization. Let's talk about fairness. Is it not right that a region that contributes so much should also take the lead? Equity, justice, and logical representation should be adopted by all zones and regions. The argument that the biggest city deserves the top seat is obsolete. If national politics can embrace fairness, why can't we? So to everyone from Okeogun and indeed to all the people of Oyo State, this is our moment to rise above rivalry and support one candidate from Okeogun. Any party that backs Okeogun deserves our full support. If we unite now, 2027 could be the year Okeogun finally steps into the spotlight. Let's make history together. This message is brought to you by Egbe Ajosepo fún ìtẹ̀síwájú gbogbo wa.